Hi, it's Mitz from My Life Mitz. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today is another Journal with Me video in my Hobonichi cousin in the avec style. I have a lot of printables that I use for this spread, and I will leave everybody's information down below. This one here is a beautiful Japanese calligraphy artwork done by Life at 30 something, and she did the days of the week as well as some other Japanese words, and so I wanted to use it for my weekly spread in my Hobonichi cousin. I tend to have weeks where I just end up writing a whole bunch, and then there's weeks that I like to decorate, like it's always back and forth, but lately I've been really enjoying decorating the weekly pages. And what do I write in the weekly pages? It's just absolutely anything that I feel like. I try my best to keep it positive though. I do write the number of new cases in Tokyo as a snapshot because I like to just take a look at the week and see the numbers. It's just for personal preference, but I usually like to keep it positive, just something that's happened during the day. And it's just one sentence or two. Sometimes if I feel like writing more, I will take another notebook, and then I will write in there. It's really strange. I'm not a huge writer. I've never been a huge writer, but lately with this quarantine, actually we're not in quarantine, we're not even in like full lockdown mode, but I have been at home for the most part, and I've been writing a lot more, which is interesting. I don't know what it is, but I feel more encouraged to write a lot more. Anyways, back to the journaling. These printables are from Ina Christina, and I will leave her information too. And I also include printables from Palest Blue. Maria, I don't know if you can right there. Those ones are from Palest Blue. And the one on the top left hand side with the little chicken, that one is from Shannon Barton. So I will leave everything down below, as I said. And I think I will just kind of chat with you if you don't mind. The journaling part is pretty self-explanatory. I'm just trying to decorate my pages. I clean the brush on empty spots, and whenever I do watercolor washes on my page spreads, I usually clean the brush on a separate piece of paper or a separate part of the journal. But yeah, I thought I would just chat with you and see how you are doing. I know some people are not encouraged to write. They're actually opposite, and they feel like there's nothing to journal about because every day is similar for them, or there's nothing new or exciting going on in their lives. I think it can be anything you want. If you don't feel like, when I don't feel like journaling, I will just go for a quote. I will look for a quote that kind of resonates with me for that certain day. And if I don't feel like journaling, I'll just write a sentence. I'm not feeling like journaling, or I'll just leave it blank, and I can always fill it in later. Yeah, I just encourage you to, even if it's just one quote or something that occurred during the day. So it could be very simple. Like instead of a sunny day, people write about sunny days all the time. Oh, it was a beautiful sunny day. We got to go out and get some fresh air on the balcony or something like that. But maybe today was a gloomy, rainy day and it was very cold. But like for example, today it was actually rainy and cold in Tokyo, but I got to spend the whole day indoors with my kids. And yes, that is quite stressful, but we took out the watercolors and my kids had a blast. I was able to smash some of my Hobonichi pages onto their paintings, and I was able to get a lot of watercolor washes from that, and so that part was fun, even though it was spent all day indoors. Just some things like that. Try and find, I guess, the silver lining in this whole thing. And if you don't find anything, that's okay. I don't want to I know we're not always optimistic about every single day, and just know that today is finished and you can just look forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow is a new day, and hopefully you'll find something positive about tomorrow. I don't want this video to be all sappy or anything, but yeah, I just wanted to chat with you and see how you are doing. I like to hear about where you live and how things are where you live. In Tokyo, they were saying this past, so they recently declared a state of emergency for all of Japan and not just the 7 prefectures, but they did it for all of Japan. And unfortunately, this weekend they saw like a 38% increase in one of the parks. So there's a lot of people outside not listening. I know there are announcements. So this is something that's different. I don't really hear in Canada. They have these speakers and they make these announcements so that you can, I guess, like, be careful, please stay indoors. I actually don't really understand what they're saying, but I'm assuming they're saying something like, please stay indoors. Japan is under state of emergency, and because of the coronavirus, it is very dangerous. They're probably saying something along those lines. Yeah, and when I was in Canada, we never had those kind of alerts. I think now in Ontario they have like alerts on the cell phone, if I'm not mistaken. Especially if there's like a missing person or something, there is like a cell phone alert. We get cell phone alerts here in Japan if there is an earthquake, like a big earthquake occurring. I really don't like those. They really cause me to get really anxious. But anyways, that's a whole nother story. Oh yes, sorry, I'm just viewing my video here. This really, really cute charm is from Neo Deals. It was such a sweet, sweet surprise, and so I wanted to journal about that. This one I'm sharing with you my son's crayon set that he received a couple months ago from the daycare, and it's really neat. It has like a nice snap closure, but he's very protective about it. I think it's because it's like kind of new, and he wants to kind of keep it that way. But anyways, I thought that was nice. Some, depending on the daycare, I've been to several different daycares. They provide you with those materials well, it's not for free because you still have to pay, but it's nice when the daycare provides everything, whereas some daycares you have to go buy it yourself, and it's a whole hassle because there's a huge list of things that you need to get. But yeah, that's the crayon set, and we've been using that a couple times. He doesn't like to, like I said, he's very protective about it, so we've been using an older set, but I thought I would still share with you what the crayon set looks like. It's definitely different from like the Crayolas that I'm used to. I remember back in the day, there would be like a sharpener attached to the Crayola box, and that was like the ultimate Crayola box. I never got one of those, but I remember playing with our friends' Crayola boxes and things. And yeah, I'm just adding some washes on the Hobonichi pages. I am still enjoying the big, bold, clear stamp set from Studio Calico. I add some washi tape, as you can see, to the borders often, and I think that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry I didn't really mean to ramble so much in the video, but yeah, please let me know how you're doing down below. I would love to hear how you are doing, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.